Where were we last day? I think we were doing. Okay, we'll see one or two last few programs from if, elif, else, well as structures from conditional statement. Okay. So right. Write a program to accept two numbers and an operator from the user and print the result. Okay. So operators can be one of these: plus, minus, multiplication, and division. Okay. So now I'll quickly do this. It's pretty easy. First number is equals to, you can take float input. Second number also you can similarly ask input from the user. One character you can ask in that. Okay. So you can give, please enter a character. Okay. Then you can check if ch is double equals to plus, then result is equals to n1 plus n2. Elif, because more than two possible cases can be there, or rather will be there. So you'll write like this. Elif ch multiplication else okay, so I'm continuing this side. Finally, else invalid character. Not invalid. You can write character not as per specification. You will write in a single line. My space was not here, so I'm changing the line. And then outside you will print result. So this will be in the single program. My space was not here, so I started here, but else you will write below only. Now observe this program and tell me if you have doubt. देखो एक yes, शशांक, कीर्तना, पलक. Palak has not joined, na?
Understood, sir.
Okay. ठीक है. ठीक है. So in this same program, what may happen is कि let's say user ने character दिया ही नहीं, user give a word. Can you find out the error in that case? मतलब can you handle the program in that case? How will you ensure that the string that was entered by the user was a character? That means that string had only one character. How will you ensure that? All right. Solution 2. Okay. So what will be the solution? You can write n1 is equals to something, n2 some number, character is equals to uh, input. You may write prompt, please enter a character. Now, user may also enter what you say is a word instead of character. So how will you handle that? Can we do something like if ch is rather not ch, if len of ch is double equals to 1, then what you will do is then you will write this entire thing. जो ये पूरा पार्ट है ना, ओके, इसको in the body you will write here. Okay, from previous page. Okay, what I mean is starting from here, if wala se, what you will do is everything will be put here, entire program, starting from this line, okay, to end here. वो सारा कुछ यहाँ लिख देंगे. Else you can print you entered a word, not a character. Word and not a character. Okay. ये समझ में आया? बताओ. This will be the entire thing starting from here, if से लेके print तक, that everything will go inside the body. Else यहाँ पे ये वाला solution देखो उसका. Let me know if it is fine. Okay. ठीक है. चलो. So if it is clear, we'll go to the next question. One more question we had seen. वो क्या था? सी इन योर नेक्स्ट एग्जाम जहां तक यहाँ प्रोग्रामिंग रिवाइज किए हैं दैट पोर्शन विल आल्सो बी द पार्ट. कुछ क्वेश्चंस तो मैं लूंगा बिकॉज वी आर नाउ कवर्ड क्वाइट अ बिट. So next question is write a program, write a Python program to enter sides of a triangle and print its type. Okay. How many types are there? Scalene, isosceles, equilateral. Okay. Let us see. You have to also take care whether it is a valid triangle or not. लिख देते हैं. Also check for validity of a triangle. Right. So very easy question. So what we are going to use here? Sum of two sides is always greater than the third side. Okay. Now let us solve. So we'll write side 1 is equals to side 2. You can take float values. Side 3 is equals to, okay, right. So first of all we'll check whether it is valid triangle or not. Okay, अगर valid होगा then only we will say tell its type. ठीक है. So first we have to make sure whether a triangle is valid or not. If it is valid then we will discuss its types or we'll print its types. Okay, so what we will do, if S1 plus S2 is greater than S3 or S2 plus S3 is greater than S1 or S1 plus S3 is greater than S2, then it is valid triangle. So what we will do is then we will check here, decide its type. Now, can you tell me, or wait, else what we will do? Print invalid triangle. Now देखो प्रोग्राम सही है, मतलब ऑफ कोर्स वी विल बी फिलिंग इन दैट पार्ट जो डिसाइड इट्स टाइप वाला, पर इज द आउटर स्ट्रक्चर करेक्ट? देखो एक बार. ओके. Yes, everyone. Okay. What about these? Should it be or and? सोचो. I'm not saying it is wrong or right. I'm just asking you. प्रियंका believes और ही होना चाहिए. Okay. विष्णुप्रिया को एंड लग रहा है. Okay. अखिला now thinks it should be and. Yes, it should be and. और नहीं होगा. The reason is कुछ भी एग्जांपल लेने की कोशिश करते हैं हम लोग. For example, let's say the sides of the triangle are 2, 3, 5. Is it a valid triangle? कोई भी यूनिट हो, मीटर हो, सेंटीमीटर हो, डजंट मैटर, मिलीमीटर हो. 2 units, 3 units and 5 units. नहीं, क्यों?
2 plus 3 5 होगा, 5 is equal to 5.
Right. So 2 S1 plus S2 is not greater than S3. Okay, but अगर और रखते हैं तो इसका क्या होगा? Considering S1 is this, S2 is this and S3 is this, S1 plus S2 ये क्या हो गया? This will result in false. What about this? S2 plus S3. S2 plus S3 is greater than S1. This is true. And S1 plus S3 is greater than S2. देखो, S1 plus S3 is greater than S2. This is true. Now tell me, और के केस में what will be the overall result of this expression? किसी दो को पहले ले लो. False and true is false or true is true. True or true will be, पहले अगर ये दोनों को solve करते हो तो this will give you true. True or true बचेगा फिर. True or true will be true. It will get inside. But the triangle is not valid. ठीक है? So at the same time, any two combination should be greater than the third side. Sum of any two sides should be greater than. Not only कि कोई एक pair भी मिल गया, and even if you get only one pair of sides which is greater than the third side, so it should not work in that way. So therefore, what we will do is we'll change this to and. That means at the same time, any two side if you see should be greater than the third side. तो ये सब चीज का ध्यान देना. So be very careful. Okay. All right. Now ये concept समझ में आया? Those who had in first try thought कि it should be or किसी को doubt है तो बताओ. If anybody is having doubt, then let me know. Priyanka, Shashank, Prashant, then I'll move forward. Okay. Okay, ठीक है. तो ये ध्यान देना. Now coming to this part. Okay. So अब सिर्फ इस पार्ट को मैं नेक्स्ट पेज में लिखूंगा. रिमेंबर वो इंडेंटेशन के साथ लिखना होगा. दैट यू हैव टू राइट विथ इंडेंटेशन. सो आई विल जस्ट मार्क हियर on next page. अच्छा, there is one more problem. एक और चीज दिक्कत होता है. Still the triangle may not exist. Can you think of a case? Can you think of a case where the triangle may not exist still. सोचो. It's pretty simple. And anywhere are you ensuring that what about the cases when these things hold? S1 plus S2 is greater than S3 and S2 plus S3 is greater than S1 and S1 plus S3 is greater than S2. But one or more of these sides are negatives or zero. तो नेगेटिव साइड तो होगा नहीं, जीरो होगा नहीं, but still you can write combination of such lengths where these condition may still hold, but the triangle is not possible. So you have to, at the same time, you have to ensure that none of the sides are less than equal to zero. Okay. So what we will do is, or and लगा दो एक. And S1 plus S3 is greater than S2 and S1 is greater than equal to, or rather you can write greater than 0, and S2 is greater than 0, and you should continue in the same line. मेरा space नहीं है, therefore I'm writing in the next line, and S3 is greater than 0. ठीक है. So not only these three conditions should be true, but at the same time, therefore we are writing and, मतलब कि and at the same time साथ में वो hold करना है. At the same time, S1 should also be greater than 0, S2 should also be greater than 0, and S3 should also be greater than 0. Is it making sense? बताइए, फिर आगे बढ़ते हैं. Okay. देखो, are we clear here?
Sir,
Hmm.
so is there any check constraint type of thing in for input values here?
Check constraint. Like,
Yeah, like to check whether the given input is matching our conditions. Do you have any particular
so
this thing
if
for
is
that?
acting as a check constraint only, na?
No, so like while we are giving the input itself, it has to check it.
No, how will you? When you are asking for input, you are accepting some value. So you're not performing any type of check. So how will you ensure that? You
So I was
cannot.
asking, is there any thing for that?
No. There is no. I don't think so. Ki you can at the same time when you are asking for the value, and at the same time you will be ensuring whether it is an integer, this string, or this conditions can be matched. At the best, what you can do is you can ensure whether the input provided qualifies to be an integer or not, or qualifies to be an integer, or qualifies to be a float or not. So that thing can be done by writing int or float in front of it. Okay, but for integer input के बाद, and at the same time there in the input itself, if you will not be able to manage this long conditions, उसके लिए तो if लगाना पड़ेगा.
Okay, sir.
Okay, in fact check constant of database is that you are correlating, if I'm right, that also internally works on the basis of if. ठीक है, वो भी if ही लगाता है. Okay. ठीक है. Now we'll see what to write in this part. Now when we are sure that the triangle is a valid one, so it will get inside if. So what should be the block of the if? So whatever code I'll write in the next page, after indentation you will put it inside this space where I have decided its type. Okay, so that part I am writing on the next page. Okay, right. So what you will write is How will you decide whether it is equilateral triangle or not? Very simple. और होगा या एंड होगा? I have just written and, but you tell me और होगा या and होगा?
And sir.
And because all the three sides, these conditions should hold for all the three sides at the same time. Okay, I made a mistake here. क्या स्पेलिंग लिखा है? ये नहीं होगा. Okay. Well, let's make it short. LF. What we will write here? अब isosceles triangle देख रहे हैं. What condition should we write? S1 is equals to S2 and S2 is equals to S3 या क्या लिखेंगे? And यूज करेंगे या और यूज करेंगे?
Or sir.
Or because all three should not be same at the same time, so therefore in that case it will become equilateral. See, it will come down only if it is not an equilateral triangle. अगर equilateral होता तो this case would have matched and it would never have come to this LF part. ठीक है? So if it has come to LF part, then for sure all the sides are not equal. Then we will check, okay, if all the sides are not equal at the same time, then is it the case that any two side is equal at the same time? If it is the case, then we will say that type is isosceles. Spelling मुझे नहीं याद है, ठीक से देख लेना. Else, if neither all the sides are equal nor any two sides taken at one time is equal, then that means the only possibility is if it is neither equilateral nor isosceles, then of course the type will be scalene. Okay, and then print type. देखो, and this entire thing you are going to put where? In this decide its type वाले में लिखेंगे. ठीक है? So first we will check if the triangle is valid or not. If the validity holds, then we are going to put this code in the body based on the nature of the sides. Okay, we'll write this code whether it is equilateral, isosceles or scalene. Else, that means the triangle is not valid, we'll write invalid triangle. ठीक है? Is it clear? देखो एक बार 10-15 seconds के लिए. ठीक है? Okay, चलो. So with this, mostly I think by this time you should be very clear with the first type of flow control statement. हम लोग क्या देख रहे थे? We have already seen. I'll just put a brief recap sort of a thing where we are. Okay, so I'll write here. So far, अभी तक हम लोग क्या क्या कवर कर लिए हैं? We have covered input output using input function and print. Okay, we have covered few types of operators. कौन सा ऑपरेटर्स देखे हैं हम लोग? अरिथमेटिक, ओके, रिलेशनल, रिलेशनल इज ग्रेटर देन लेस देन इक्वल टू वो सब, रिलेशनल जिसको कंपैरिजन ऑपरेटर भी बोलते हो. We have also seen logical, okay, logical operators. We have also seen augmented assignment operators, augmented assignment operators. ठीक है, तो such things we have seen. और भी कुछ ऑपरेटर्स बचे हैं दो जिसको विल कवर इन टाइम्स टू कम. ठीक है, उसके बाद वी हैव आल्सो सीन द कंसेप्ट ऑफ वेरिएबल्स एंड डेटा टाइप्स. Okay, then we have seen, we had started with flow control statements, flow control statements. Okay, and where are we currently? Flow control statements में, flow control statements are of few types. If elif, we can write like this: if elif else and if else. ये थ्री टाइप का हम लोग देखे हैं. Based on whether how many scenarios are there and how many cases you are interested in. If only one case you are interested in, then if exactly two case you are interested in, you will is if else. If you are more than two cases are there where you are interested out of many possibilities, then if else. Okay, so we have seen this type plus its programs. Okay, so other ones are, so we have completed this one. This is done. Now we will start with another type of flow control statements, that is loops. In this there are two types, for and while. Okay, उसके आगे फिर हम लोग देखेंगे, you will be having loops के बाद break, continue, which you will see as a part of loop only, and finally pass. Okay, so this will be our strategy. So chalo, what I'll do is I'm stopping here 5 minutes early. Actually, I should have stopped at 11:15, but we'll meet after 15 minutes, and that session will have for let's say 40 minutes. ठीक है, sorry 50 minutes, क्योंकि यहाँ 5 minutes कम ले रहा हूँ मैं. And why I don't want to start right now, because फिर 5 minute बोलने के बाद वो loops का flow टूट जाएगा. So let's take it in one complete chunk, one complete consolidated class. ठीक है, चलो फिर we'll meet after 15 minutes 11:25 पे. We have completed with first type of revision of first type of flow control statements. Okay, that is conditional statements. Okay, this is also known as conditional statements. Okay, ठीक है. I'll stop here for this session.